he's an action guy. You know, his actions speak for him, and his dedication is beyond a quick study in the sense of working at it every day. You know, Chad Forcier and I have done, spent a lot of time with him, as have all the other coaches in their different areas, and Coach Pop. But his dedication, he had great role models here in San Antonio too. You know, he got to see the work ethic of Tim Duncan. I mean, that's huge. He followed suit right in, because I think when we got him, he's 19, maybe 20, so he's young. So that made it easy, because you can teach, but he put the work behind it. With Kawhi, it wasn't a makeover; it was more of a tune-up, changing a release point. But that helped.
What was different about his release point?
He shot a little pretty far back over his head.
Can we talk about some nuts and bolts as far as mechanics of the turn? We've seen a lot of your players. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you? Thank you. We've seen a lot of your players actually turn like sort of 10 degrees for their elbow in. Do you espouse that kind of technique when you're shooting?
Are you saying like squaring up to the basket?
Yeah, they actually don't have 10 toes to the rim. They turn about 10 degrees. Have you seen that?
Well, you would want to be square. You want to have your feet squared, your shoulders squared. You don't always get it, but I would want to be square to the basket and teach that.
How about the dip? Do you try and teach them not to dip when they catch the ball, or do you go straight up?
Well, I think from inside the three-point line, you go straight up would be great, but outside the three-point line, if you need to dip for rhythm because it's such a long shot, that's okay. You shouldn't rush three-pointers. If you do on our team, you should have either driven it or passed it. So you should either take your rhythm. If you're open, shoot it. If not, you've either driven it or passed it. So.
And then the last thing is, how about your eyesight when you're watching? Do you train them to stare at the rim the entire time, or do they follow the ball on the release?
Well, you would hope that they look at the target. So I always think inside the back of the rim is a great place to aim. Other people have said other things. We teach inside the back of the rim.